Hello, Leo, or Chinese Your Monkey, Fixed Fire. This one's for you. I have a little bit of this reading going so far, so take what resonates, of course, from it. And thank you guys so much for all your support. As I have playfulness, I also have the Tao Satians, which is resilient, bold, and sassy. Number 21. You guys could be in your 20s. You also could be born on the 21st day of the month specifically. But here, 2 plus 1 is a third house energy of Gemini, which is the Eight of Swords that came through in the reverse, by the way. And then you have a spiritual awakening and realizations in the reversal. So what I know is that there's this energy of playfulness and activation to be more in a sense of wonder, curiosity, childlike behavior type of feeling, being more sassy, being more bold, being more confident, being more extravagant, really. And during this time, that's going to help you align with the realizations that you've been needing to align with for some time. It's like a boost, a creative spark, a new type of feeling, a passion has hit you or struck you, and this is what's going to help you through this spiritual awakening so that you can have the realizations you need. There was a point where you were conditioned or projected onto or molded into what other people in your life have wanted you to be. And now it's like you're breaking free from that with the Eight of Swords in the reversal. It's like you're finally breaking free from restrictions. You're also in this ability finally to release the stress and no longer have to deal with so much anxiety or feeling compressed. Okay, what I mean by the compressed is just feeling like you are so doing everything for everyone all the time, always trying to please everybody all the time, and then you yourself can't even express yourself and be authentic and share your ideas and do these things or even do what you want to do and feel good with, because people keep trying to say this or that about it, that or this about it. You need to do this. This is more important than that, that kind of stuff. And it's only been making and pushing you to try to be more like, like a child. Like if a child doesn't like something, and then we deal with it as parents all the time. My children, if they don't want to do something, they're going to give me an attitude. They're going to tell me I don't want to do that. Right? And sometimes as adults, we forget that we can do that. So, specifically, it's like you bringing your childlike energy back and saying no, like a kid, and walking away. I'm bored with this now. I'm going to walk this way. Bye. And that's really what it should be like. Kids do what we're supposed to do as real adults, but we get so conditioned by actual adults who have already grown up, by other people who have conditioned them, and then those people have conditioned them. And I told you, my daughter just slept with her soccer shoes on. I told her to be careful with those and not wear them because specifically they are slippery on any other type of flooring like hardwood or tile or any of those things. Either way, that's why I said I told you it wasn't for you guys, but either way. So we have the Six of Cups on the bottom. See, childlike energy, children, familiar, what you're familiar with from like being a young child, and it's really helping you to come to an awakening, a spiritual awakening of your like soul child, your inner child, right? And that's like the inner soul. That's what you were supposed to be. You've always supposed to be that child. That's that energy of ideas, that energy of imagination and wonder and curiosity and wanting to learn, like wanting to learn, but feeling limited to learn with all the people and the conditioning and projections and stuff, and people not seeing outside of the box. Okay, so this is you really standing up, doing what you need to do. Let's go, keep going. Also, something about the full moon in Scorpio could be specific. We are in Mercury retrograde, so Gemini's energy is telling me specifically that it's coming in clutch for you. I don't know if it's because you have something in your third house specifically that's, whatever sign it may be, coming in handy, or if it's something about your Mercury placement. You have the Three of Cups. So Cancer, Chinese your sheep. Gemini's Chinese your horse, by the way. You guys could be Gemini sheep. You could be Leo sheep or Leo horses. And if you're coming in as a Chinese your monkey, you could be Gemini monkey or Cancer monkey. You could be Gemini Libra. Where did Libra come from? Maybe it's specific, but Gemini or Cancer, moon signs, maybe even a Mercury placement or a third house. Now with the Three of Cups, it's about communication, it's about celebrations, unions, it's parties, it's excitement, it's memories being made. So like lots of things that you have been feeling is attracting this energy of celebration, of this union, of this ability to communicate emotionally out loud and feel accepted, recognized, and supported for everything that you're saying. And recognize, like, the recognize is important to you, especially because you're a Leo, and Leo's like the spotlight. And that's something that I feel like, you know what? I feel like Leo's always supposed to be like that inner child their entire life. And then there's always those people that try to suppress their true desire to be different. Their desire to be different, the desire to not be the same as everyone else, and to be recognized in a way that other people aren't recognized. The devil in the reversal, freedom, releasing yourself from the obsessions, the addictions, letting go of things that were causing you problems. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles being in the reverse means that there's been a few times in your life that you were feeling stuck and held back in like a failure, that a lot of your hard work was going unrecognized, that it was that you were undervalued, that you were underappreciated. Okay, you were feeling unsteady, like you weren't feeling very stable in a lot of these situations in the past, and maybe that's what caused you to feel like you had no other choice but to be an adult, a responsible adult, or follow the lead of other people, because you got, I mean, the reason why you got in those situations in the first place is because you already had followed the leaders to lead you to that place, because that's the only place they know how to lead. You're supposed to be your own leader. You're supposed to carry on a whole crowd of people, group of people, and you're supposed to be the leader, okay? I know for a fact I have a Leo son and I have a Leo nephew, and I even have a Leo brother-in-law, okay? My grandfather, my papa, which was not, he's my step grandfather, but either way, he's still basically family enough to me. They're all Leos, and they're all their own leader. They don't lead in the same ways, but they lead in the way that they're supposed to, in their own authentic way. Then ever since they were young, I've known them for a long time, especially my nephew. I'm only technically like 4 years older than him anyway, so. All right, Virgo's energy coming through too. So Mercury is ruling Gemini and Virgo. So those energies may be what's trying to correct and fix something here for you, really. So there's a sense that you really just need to be your ultimate born leader in your own way and what you feel's right, not what other people are feeling is right. And you gotta, you know, obviously recognize. You gotta recognize. That's exactly what the Two of Wands is. It's clarifying what I'm saying with the Six of Swords in the reversal too. Okay, so the reason why it's been like this and you've been needing this spark of energy, this revitalizing sensation of playfulness and sassiness and boldness and confidence and it's like your self-esteem, right, is because you've been stuck in the situation where you haven't been able to make a decision for yourself. Like you feel so trapped in it, but you have a passion and your passion wants to be fulfilled. It's like calling for you, like, hey, I'm over here, and you're like, oh, I kind of hear you, but I feel like if I start to turn that way, everybody around me is gonna get mad. Everybody around me is gonna stay. They're gonna walk away. They're gonna just let me fall off. They're whatever. Technically, it's their loss. I'm gonna say that because I feel it. It's their loss that they don't get to know you. It's their loss that they don't get to actually get to spend time with you and vibe with you. But the thing is they're not able to vibe with you in the way that you vibe. They're not on a healed, leveled energy like you. They're on this unhealed energy of not wanting to do anything but stay stagnant, stay stuck, relying, be codependent on all these other energies to get by. Leapfrog, right? They leap from leap pad to leap pad just to, you know, cause ripples on the way up to their whatever, because they don't care about the destruction they're causing to other people. This is not the wavelength that you're on. You don't feel like you resonate with these individuals. You don't feel like this is something you need, and you know it. The Two of Wands in the reverse is saying you need to make this decision because you're passionate about it, but you've been stuck on not being able to. You've been feeling restricted. Okay, and then the Six of Swords in the reverse tells me you've been feeling very lethargic, very overwhelmed, could be very overstimulated with some things too, and that could have pushed you specifically to either do something that brought a sense of, like, I feel like some of you guys went to a park, you swing on the swing, you went down the slide, you did something that was like a kid-like thing to do. Rode a bike, rode a scooter, a skateboard, you maybe got on a quad or something, right? Or you got to do something specifically that you did as a child, painting, just anything that's like creative and able to really inspire you. Something you did inspires you enough to be like, hey, I need to be more playful. You know how much fun I had doing that? I can't allow people to take away the fun that I'm having because they don't understand the sensation I'm getting. when I'm having fun. Right? So that's kind of what I'm hearing and seeing. Obviously it's been a challenge. I do feel like this will be a personal transition for you to flip this all around for yourself. Focus on yourself, because the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is giving me like heavy hint of just focus on you. Now, when you focus on you, you like to be the spotlight. So you're going to make sure that you are this remarkable thing to be a leader, to help, be helpful, to, you know, give people a lending hand, like lend them a hand if they need it, or like even a sense of wisdom or guidance, mentoring somebody, or even if you're really good at something, say like you're really good at a job or a hobby and you want to teach people how to do it. I don't know, maybe make your own classes. If you're good at knitting, if you're good at making shoes, if you're good at if you're good at making pillows or blankets or whatever it is, because there's so many things. You can make tablecloths for all I know, you know, and if you were so good at it, you can be like, I can literally contribute to other people that want to also learn something like this and make a living off of it, or do whatever I want to do, and I can be happy doing it. And that's all that matters. Your happiness. Where does your happiness lie, Leo? That's the literal message of this. That's where you're going to have a spiritual awakening and have a lot of realizations. Okay? A few messages, of course. Feeling at a crossroads, stagnant, resisting change. See? Told y'all. You will be exactly as happy as you decide to be. Well, be playful, be bold, be resilient, be sassy. That's going to bring on that spiritual awakening and having realizations of what it is that you really need to do. It's not like you're missing out on things because you still have time. I mean, it's always better to start now. I can tell you. You have time. You do. But it's always better to start now, because you're going to feel like you are missing out more, especially when you have more realizations over the course of time. You're like, wow, it could be even setting you into depressing like feelings of like, I really did miss out. Can't believe that, because I've gone through this phase. I've been going through my own little phases of back and forthness, but it's like I can still make up for that. I can still do it. I can still, you know, find time to do this or do that, or, you know, not make it a missed opportunity. I can make it a better opportunity. Right? That's really how it be. Anyway, I'm gonna let this be. I hope this helped. You guys are amazing. Stay divine, and God bless.